Bonjour and welcome or welcome back to my channel. Claude here. Thank you for joining me for this monthly tarot reading. This will be for December and this is for the people who are born under the Hierophant card or the Temperance card. If you do not know what your tarot birth card is, I will leave you a link up here so you can just go to the video and it will tell you how to work it out, or also in the description box below. Now, obviously, being born under the Hierophant and the Temperance card, you have some, personality traits that are specific to those cards. I've also made a video for this, so I will also give you a card right here at some point and down there in the description box below if you want to find out more about this. It's very interesting. So I'm going to pull out a few energies from this Oracle deck and I will clarify everything with the tarot. I reviewed both of these decks on my channel, so I will also drop them in the description box below if you're interested in them and you want to have a look at the artwork and maybe get them for yourselves. So I'll ask that as per usual. Please remember those are general readings, so just take what applies and drop the rest. Now, if you want to connect with me and my deck right now and the energies that are around us, now is the time to take a couple of deep breaths. So what are the main energies for December from Aquarians who are born under the Hierophant and the Temperance card, please? Okay, so the first energy, we have the Malachite Forest, responsibility. This is interesting because I believe that the Magician, Wheel of Fortune and Sun Aquarians had the same energy as you. It was their first card. So that's responsibility. Then we have the Smoky Quartz Forest, grounding. Okay, so necessity to stabilize yourself. Maybe there's something that's calling for you to, be not accountable, but maybe very reliable. And the Sugilite Forest, which is nurturing. So I'm getting a lot of earth connections, like earth energies. So responsibility, grounding, and nurturing. I'm getting a message, I'm going to get it out right now because it's for someone out there, but some of you may have found out that you're pregnant and that was not planned. It took you by surprise, basically. And so there is this necessity to ground yourself and nurture yourself, look after yourself, because this is a huge responsibility that you did not expect. I had to get it out. It's just for someone out there. It's not for everyone, I'm well aware. Right, let's clarify those energies. So can you clarify those energies for my Aquarians born under the Hierophant and the Temperance cards, please? You may have picked up some extra responsibilities at work, additional duties, I'm hearing. And obviously with that comes a bit of stress because it may be new to you. You may feel a bit daunted as well, particularly if it's been some kind of a promotion. And so your spirit teams are talking to you about, practicing some self-care and making sure that you are well grounded in order to be able to, be efficient and live with those new responsibilities well without letting them get to you, is what I'm hearing. Okay. So we have the Four of Pentacles, the Magician, Major Arcana, beautiful. And the Nine of Swords. Yes, I'm not surprised to see that. I was talking to you about not stressing, but taking on extra responsibilities. So, yeah. Then we have the Nine of Wands. The Six of Swords. And the King of Pentacles. Look at that beautiful card. Bottom of the deck, which is the energy underlying, you may not be aware of, the Queen of Swords. Beautiful. So let's talk about this energy in relation to all of this. The Queens in the Tarot represents patience and understanding of their own suit. So Swords is air energy. This is really the mental realm, any thoughts and knowledge that you have, truths and communication. And the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords, for that matter, they're people who are very, very intelligent, very sharp. No genders attached. Please remember, this is general reading. So obviously we're talking about the energy of the card. So this could be you, or this could be someone in your circle. This could be you getting to an understanding of a situation, which is why there's this card of responsibility. Understanding not the weight of it, the size of it is what they're saying. So that will talk to someone. And, you know, deciding what you're going to do about it. And this is somebody who will make a decision based on facts. They're not people who get overruled by their emotions. So if this is you becoming more factual, looking at things in this manner, and then making a decision that's going to be fair and not biased. The Queen of Swords is also someone who will cut what no longer serves them. So you may be reaching a point where you're like, okay, I have a big responsibility coming my way now, whether it's, as I mentioned, for some of you at the beginning, a child coming, or whether it is at work, extra responsibilities, a promotion, and I have to be this Queen of Swords energy in order to move forward now. Now, it may well be, sorry, let me put my teeth back in my mouth. It may well be that this Queen of Swords is someone in your vicinity, someone who embodies this kind of characteristic, someone who could be tied into this situation. But I'm really getting the vibe that this is you. And this is you, you know, looking at things and going, okay, I need to deal with this now because this is serious. And in order to be grounded, you need to embody this kind of energy. That's what I'm seeing for the most part. So we have the Four of Pentacles with the Nine of Wands. So the Four is strong foundation and stability in the tarot, and Pentacles talks about the physical realm. It talks about either your home life or your work life. So we may be talking about careers, jobs, side hustles, also developing your skills, but generally speaking, or even your home, like the building. The Four of Pentacles talks about having reached a certain level of security, or being about to, because this is supported by the Nine of Wands. So Nine of Wands is one more hurdle, to put it in a nutshell. 9 is achievement, Wands is passion, desire, and your willpower to see something through. So the Nine of Wands is saying that you have put a lot of effort, a lot of sweat and tears into something, and you're exhausted. You may even have acquired some cuts and bruises, I like to say, because when you do something with so much fire in your belly, well, it takes its toll. It's very tiring. And so this is the card that says, do not give up. This is the persist, push, because there's just one more thing, one more challenge, one more hurdle, and you will get to that Four of Pentacles, which is that stability that you need, that you may even be craving if you're feeling this sense of responsibility right now. And if it's for a job, for instance, this is you wanting to be established, to be in a safe position, because obviously when we get promoted, when we start, where we need to prove ourselves. And this is just saying, just push. The worst thing you can do when the Nine of Wands is in the reading, to be honest, is to give up. This is really a spirit team saying, go for it. We know you're tired, we acknowledge it, but you're going to get there. And if it is to do with, you know, a pregnancy and so on, this is you desperately wanting to get financial stability, safety, to welcome the newborn, obviously. And your spirit team is saying, just go, you know, push, it's coming. Because you've got this beautiful Magician here. And the Magician card is, it's a beautiful card because it's a major arcana, so it has more power. This is something that has a longer term effect on your life path. And the Magician has everything at the tips of their fingers. This is saying that you can ground yourself. You know how to do this. Because you've got the Six of Swords supporting the Magician. So the Six of Swords, 6 is harmony after having overcome changes or challenges, if we had problems with those changes and we kind of went against them. Swords being mental energy, as I've explained with the Queen of Swords. This is having learned the lessons and then looking at the future in a more optimistic way as a result of it, because you've been through it, you've overcome, and now you are armed with that knowledge, that experience, which makes you much more powerful and more prepared for the future. And then you've got this magician. So this is your spirit team saying you can manifest whatever you want in your life, okay? This is something that's in you. Most people think about the magician as, okay, I've got all of the resources at my fingertips. And yes, financial resources are part of it. But it is also knowing how to utilize your time in the most efficient way to maximize manifestation. It's also about utilizing your network of support, whether it's your family, your friends, your co-workers, all of that. It's, utilizing the knowledge you have, the experience you have to maximize things. And most importantly, and I cannot stress this enough, this is about taking action. The magician is somebody who takes action. It's not going to manifest if you just visualize, is what I'm trying to say, because there are a lot of misconceptions about the law of attractions when people say, if you visualize it and you believe in it, it's going to happen. Well, it's part of the work, but you do have to take action. And your strength here, very clearly shown by the Six of Swords, is that you have learned. You have had moments in your life, whether they were in the recent past or further away, that have transformed you, that have given you growth, and that experience is really part of your toolkit now. And this is where you can draw your strength and ground yourself in order to face this new responsibility that you have in whatever area of your life that applies. And then under nurturing, you've got the Nine of Swords and the King of Pentacles. So I wasn't surprised when I saw the Nine of Swords, popping up under nurturing, because the Nine of Swords, and you have two nines, okay? You're not far away from the completion. The Nine of Swords is that heavy mental energy. This is the worry. This is the anxiety. And to me, it's the card of courage. It's a card that calls you to face your fears and accept them for what they are. They're just possible scenarios. They've not materialized yet. So be kind to yourself. Understand that, obviously, when we are given new responsibilities of any kind, it is normal to wonder if we're going to be up to it. Am I going to be able to deal with this? It's completely normal and natural. And they're just thoughts. When you start thinking that you're not capable of doing it, that you may not be able to make it, it's just a thought. And the more you focus on it, the more likely you are to manifest it. So it's very important to nip this in the bud and try to remain positive. Now, I know this is easier said than done. Please do not think I'm judging. Not at all. But ground yourself. Find something that anchors you to the moment and stops you from going into the downward spiral. For me, it's spending time with my dogs. They are always in the moment, and that's what really helps me. But even doing, chores like doing the dishes by hand and paying attention to the sensation of the water on your hand and things like that, that keeps you away from having these negative thoughts. Because you see, this is supported by the King of Pentacles. Now, the kings are knowledge, expertise in their suit. Pentacles, as I've explained with the Four of Pentacles, is to do with the material world. So this is someone who's stable, prosperous, and who knows how to provide for themselves and their family, for instance. This is someone who will see an opportunity and know how to make it grow because they have the experience, they know the value of hard work and dedication and patience. Now, this could well be you, or this could be someone supporting you. Maybe you need to speak to that person and ask for help. There's never shame in us asking for help and support, whether the help is financial or even just moral, or even they have maybe some helpful hints and tips that will help you. Maybe they'll be able to make that fear, that anxiety go away, from your mind. But as I said, whether it is you who are fully capable of doing this or whether it's someone around you, it's there for you. So I am going to draw a final card to close out your reading. So can we have a final message for my Aquarians born under the Hierophant or the Temperance cards, please? All I'm hearing is you've got this. This is happening because it's meant to happen now. That's what I'm hearing. So it's a message for someone out there. Okay, and we have the Tower. Yeah, I'm not surprised to see the Tower come up. So Major Arcana, big energy, and the Tower is a moment that happens and that, takes you by surprise. So maybe this just happened or it's about to happen, and this is going to awaken you this big sense of responsibility. The Tower is not a negative card, just so we're clear. It's just neutral. It's something that you didn't foresee that's happening, and it's bringing about a big fundamental change, something that's going to rock your world. So I hope you've enjoyed your journey for the cards with me. If you did, do let me know in the comment box below. I'd love to hear from you. As always, thank you so much for stopping by. Your time is your most precious commodity. I'm humbled you chose to spend it with me. I wish you a wonderful December month, and I'll see you again very soon. Until next time, au revoir.